Hi everyone, Helen here. Hope you guys are cool. Today we are going to be looking at 8 tips for beginner guitarists. If you're a new guitarist, I think this will help you in your journey. Tip number 1. This might seem obvious, but get a comfortable guitar. I think this is one of the reasons why people give up when they start, because I see a lot of people that are starting out, and even I can't play their guitars because it's that crazy. Like, how do you want to play a guitar that the string action is too high, or is too big, or is just uncomfortable? When I mean string action, I mean the difference between your fretboard and the string. Like, when it's too high, it's difficult to press down, and then your fingers hurt even more. Yes, your fingers will hurt. You can't escape that. You can't escape it, believe me. But when your guitar is uncomfortable, it makes it even worse. Okay, so try as much as you can. Some of these guitars are not expensive. It's just that when you're going to buy, you don't go with someone that knows it more than you, or I don't know why some people do that. I really don't know. But get a comfortable guitar. It's very important. Okay. Tip number 2. If you've already started playing some chords, some scales or whatever, learn the theory behind what you're playing. Yes, playing chords are cool and all of that, but what notes make up your C major chord? What notes make up the scale you're playing? That's learning a little bit of theory will help you, because you know exactly what you're playing. Even when someone asks you outside, you can be able to defend yourself, and it just helps you see things in a broader sense as a musician. Okay, so do not escape the theory. Sometimes it can be boring or whatever, but try to stick with it. Don't just play songs. Why does this song sound so good? What is the chord progression? What are the notes that make up my C major scale, my C major chord? Those things, my C9, my diminished chord, augmented chord. You want to know what it is, the elements that make up your favorite songs or your favorite scales or whatever. Also important, which leads me to tip number 3. Find a good teacher. Yeah, there are lots of free stuff online, on YouTube, on the internet, and people really learn over the internet, but not everyone. So getting a teacher helps you find someone that you can see face to face, you can communicate with, you can ask questions. This person is accountable for you. Okay, the person is kind of following your growth, and you have someone that can give you assignments, check up on you, try to say, oh no, don't use that finger, use this one, and correct you right there on the spot. Very important. Also, pay your teachers. I've seen many people that feel like they shouldn't pay for music lessons because, I don't know, they think musicians are some kind of free people. I don't know, so many people, really, believe me, so many people don't like paying for music lessons. Please pay your teacher. It makes that person eager to even want to teach you, and then you have some kind of ground, because when the person is not doing well, you can stand and say, I'm paying you, so you should be able to do this thing. You understand? And it makes the person even want to teach you, because they see it as their job, as something that they do for a living. Even if you don't have a teacher that you pay, you can have someone that you look up to, and you just see the person maybe once or twice a month. That will make a whole lot of difference. Ask questions, take advice, go for their shows, go to guitar shows, wherever you see your favorite artist playing, go there, look at them, watch them play. Those things also contribute to your growth tremendously, really. Number 4 or 5, practice often and make practicing fun. Okay, try to practice at least 30-40 minutes a day. I know some people are working and they come back late and it's just so tiring to even pick up a guitar, but try. Make it a practice routine that you practice every day. And you don't always have to do this serious stuff every day. Sometimes just play whatever comes to your head, enjoy it, laugh at your mistakes. It's not a big deal. You will not die if you make a mistake. If you don't get it that day, you will not die. just enjoy yourself. Sometimes it's not every time you just practice the serious stuff, alternate picking, scales, chords. Sometimes just relax, play anything that comes to your head, make your mistakes, laugh, joke about it. It's okay. Those things also help sometimes. It's just good to just make it a bit light sometimes. If not, you just kill yourself. Okay. The other tip is learning the strings on the E and A strings. On the low E and A string, very important. A lot of chords, a lot of scales stem from these two strings. Let me show you something. For example, your A and your E strings, right? If you want to play, let's say, your G major chord, that's it there. A major, B, C. So lots of root notes are here and here on this A string. So if you're playing your normal A on the neck, you see that the root is here. If you're playing your C, the root is here. Okay, your E, the root is up here. Your E, right? F, the root is here. So a lot of beginner chords stem from these two strings. So you want to know the notes on all of the frets on the E string and all of the frets on the A string, because it will make life easy. It's definitely, as time goes on, you're going to learn the notes on all the fretboard, like being able to maneuver your way all over the fretboard. But you have to crawl before you walk, right? So in your crawling process, learn these two strings first. Very important. You play lots of scales will start from them, lots of chords will have root notes there. Okay, so another tip is use a metronome. Very important. Music is based on rhythm and timing. You're able to dance because you're following the timing, right? So if you can't play on time, then what sort of musician are you, right? It's like I've seen people that can play very well, but they can't keep to time. Like, they have difficulty keeping to time. Apart from keeping to time, it gives you, playing with a metronome kind of gives you an external source. You're not focusing too much on the guitar. It's like your brain is now divided into two. You're listening to the metronome and you're also playing. This will help you when you start playing with other musicians. You're listening to the bass player, to the drummer, to the keyboard player, to all those things, and you're still playing. So when you're playing with a metronome, it starts giving you that sense of, playing with something else, an external sound coming in, and you're still playing. Okay, so it helps you a lot to play with other musicians. If you feel a metronome is boring and you don't want to play, use a backing track. Sometimes you can get free backing tracks online. Jam with backing tracks as if you're playing with people. You understand? Being able to keep to time is priceless. Being a musician that keeps to time, it's just amazing to be able to be on time. Follow the punches. If you're syncopating, you need to be on time. If you're playing chords, you need to play on time. So whatever it is that you're doing, you're practicing major scale, use it, a metronome. You're practicing your strumming, use a metronome. You're practicing chord changes, use a metronome. Okay, whatever you do, please try and practice with a metronome. It will help you. Another tip, train your ears. This is one of our most important assets as musicians. Your ears, being able to hear. Hear music. Okay, not every time you hear music you would quickly go to look for charts or chord progressions or tabs. Sometimes attempt to play what you hear. When you hear simple songs like dun 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 dun, go to your guitar and try finding the notes on your own. Play something with your mouth. Like, for example, let me just show you something like no no. Sometimes sing something and try to replicate it on the guitar. You're training your ears that way. Do you understand? Sometimes when you hear something on the TV or hear someone say something, try as much. You might not get it, but it's okay to try to do it. That way you're training yourself, training your ears to hear these things. When you hear chords like what chord is that? That's a C, G. Sometimes, you know, it's also good. Training your ears is also very important. Which brings me to my last tip. Rome wasn't built in a day. Believe me, don't be too hard on yourself. Everyone that you're looking up to, everyone that you're inspired by has started from somewhere. Don't beat yourself up too much. If you can get something, you know, just keep at it, keep doing it. You will get it. It's just crossing that bridge. And also, when you practice something and you get it that moment, that's not the end. You have to still keep doing it until you can't fail. Even when they wake you up from sleep, you can still do that same thing. That's just how practicing works. Okay, so Rome wasn't built in a day. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it until you get it. Everyone that you see playing well started like you, started like me. So it's just the way life is, and whatever it is that you do, when you practice, you get better at it. Don't stop. Please guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'll see you guys later in my next video. Bye.